It's me again, and of course, we're gonna talk about my favorite career, my best career, my talent, military, you know what I mean? So, guys, I wanna speak about the American skull. If this is the American skull. Rings. This is eagle, American eagle. And what about this? American skull. Here is it, American skull. So basically, guys, the American skull is the leaders of the military. So the experts, the warriors, you know what I mean? Like the experienced, you know what I mean? Like it's supposed to be American skull, like the way it's supposed to be, you know what I mean? It's supposed to be somebody American skull, the lowest range of American skull, supposed to have four bachelor degree, four master degrees, uh, red belt on the MMA or brown black belt, you know what I mean? It's supposed to have 10 to 20 skills like plumbing, electrician, carpenter, construction, and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So basically, the American skull, nobody qualify for it. We just pushing the people, you know what I mean? Nobody's qualified for the American skull, you know what I mean? But that's why I say always, after 50 years from 50 years from building the military, we will reach a good level, you know. So basically, and this is gonna be the human being military, you know what I mean? So this is forever is gonna be like this, the human being military, you know. So I wanna speak about the commander-in-chief, the number one, the dragon, and that's me, you know what I mean. So then ring, we have 5 rings, up to 6 rings, you know what I mean, different rings. And what we prioritize is my quality, you know what I mean? So quality to attack, quantity to save, you know what I mean? So ring, then flag, that's called flag. That is, I made the flag, but I'll show you another time. If you go to my Facebook, you will see the flag, you know what I mean? Rules is something the commander make in his team, you know what I mean? Like for example, commander will be like, every morning I need the news of dead soldiers. Every morning I need a news of movement of weapon in Russia, you know what I mean? So something like that, that's the rules, you know what I mean? So the rules is I make a rule because everybody have a talent, you know what I mean? And I wish if I can get everybody in the position they deserve, you know what I mean? So some people, they're aggressive, like me, you know what I mean? Some people, they are submissive, you know what I mean? Some people, they are leaders. Some people, they are followers, you know what I mean? So that's what's going on. That's why we make rules between them, you know what I mean? Like me, I'm the commander-in-chief on the military, and I am the number one first command God soldier. So number one, red is called God soldier or Mama America soldier, you know what I mean? So basically, my rules is no man left behind. One of my rules, you know what I mean? So basically, if you are in trouble, we will move the whole military for you, you know what I mean? If you are, basically, it's gonna be like family, you know what I mean? If you're facing any problem, health issue, stuff like that, we will move to help you, you know what I mean? So that's my rules. That's what I want in the military, you know what I mean? So that's Red Skull rules, you know what I mean? Red Skull rules. So basically, my rules, one of my rules is, man, one of my rules is, so no man left behind, help them with the problems, no man rescue all the soldiers. So I will fight to rescue you, you know what I mean? So the military will move to rescue you. So basically, like what's happening in Israel and what's happening in Ukraine and in Russia is, man, Ukraine and Russia, they switch. We don't switch. That's the rules. We don't switch. We will never gonna exchange soldier to another soldier. We will attack you. So if you have one of our soldiers, you capture him in a battlefield, man, we are coming ASAP. You know what I mean? So that's my rule. Red Skull rule, you know what I mean? So basically, if somebody you know in the military got got, for example, caught, or they caught him and they put him in jail or stuff like that, you need to reach out to the skull, you know what I mean? Like if you see or if you know, and we will know, we will dig, we will look information, and I will involve. Basically, if one of our soldiers got caught by any other country, I will involve. So call me, let me know, you know what I mean? We will look for information, and they will see us in front of their face, you know what I mean? So basically, what I want to tell you is, if you don't want a war, then leave our soldiers alone. Because the next day, we are in front of your face, whooping, you know what I mean, giving you melatonin, you know what I mean. So that's what's gonna happen. So you better not fuck or play with my soldiers, you know what I mean. So anyways, guys, that's some of the rules in the military, you know what I mean. So basically, having a soldier from Jahannam Hill Army is like you holding a bomb, you know what I mean, and it's gonna explode uh, against you, like you're gonna die. So basically, having in jail, like nobody will put jail my soldier except me. If my soldier make mistake, if my soldier do something against the rules, something against the constitution of the military, so then my soldier, I will put him in jail, and every branch have jail and stuff like that. But if my soldiers caught by you and you want to exchange that soldier with somebody, or you want to just like what they're doing to Israel, man, we are in front of you ASAP. ASAP, you know what I mean? The whole military will move. So just want to tell you about the rules in my military, you know what I mean? Flag, I talked about flag. Academy. So basically there is a Skull Academy, and the number one skull ring is white skull, you know what I mean? So white skull is gonna, like, the white skull is gonna get training. So it's like orientation for, I don't know, till we see you can handle it, you know what I mean? When we see you can handle it and everything is good, then that's your position, you know what I mean? And you're gonna go up and up and up and up and up. So that's the Skull Academy, or Skull uh, uh, rings, you know what I mean? So constitution is something we need to make in the military. Like, for example, constitution is you cannot kill civilians. So that's in the constitution, you know what I mean? You cannot kill civilian. In the constitution is, if it's not necessary, you don't need to blow and destroy all the buildings, you know what I mean? That's in the constitution. It's not necessary. You need, like, if you gonna bomb a building and you destroy a building, I need from you target, and I need from you target, and I need reason, you know what I mean? So basically, I bombed Apple Valley Walmart. Why? There is no civilians, okay, and soldier was hiding in there. Then that's okay, you know what I mean? So that's in the constitution of the military, you know what I mean? So every branch have a different constitution. So we will build that. Skull will build the constitution. You will read it. You will have it as a copy in your eye soldier, or you will have it a physical copy, you know what I mean? So anyways, then the communication here in the Hill Army, the communication is you need to have, so we have 4 ways of communication. Number 1, internet, that is in our satellites, number 1. Number 2, we will have a satellite that flies and protect itself and can record and pass and work, make the internet works. Number 3, we will use we will use our vehicles as a connection givers, you know what I mean? Number 4, pen and paper. That's number 4. Pen and paper, you know what I mean? So basically, let's say I am a Rocky Lion and I want to send feedback to the like the way Hitler was doing, you know what I mean? He was passing message from this leader to the other leader, you know what I mean? That's how is the connection. We have 4 to 5 connections, networks, you know what I mean? Then eye soldier. Then AI is required. AI is required, I mean by that, like, basically we will have our own military AI. And I tell you this, that needs to be under control so bad, you know. But we need AI, you know what I mean? So basically, guys, Skull is the leaders of the military, you know what I mean? So Skull is like the commanders of the military, and that's where we will do, like, it has departments, you know what I mean? So weapon manufacturing and operating, so that's department. So basically, any weapon that any branch will create, they will send it to Skull to prove it. You know what I mean? You can argue with the Skull you can do everything and you can reach out to me, you know what I mean? So no weapon will be made without Skull permission, you know. So military information security from cyber attack, okay. So we want a network that nobody knows it, nobody, uh, like very secure network, you know what I mean? So nobody is listening to us, you know what I mean? We need to be smart, not like, guys, I tell you this, I don't want to die like Hassan Nasrallah, you know what I mean? That will be really shame, you know what I mean? Like I tell you, I tell Strawberry, you know what I mean? If I die like Hassan Nasrallah, man, don't open your legs, you know what I mean? Don't open. Don't open. You don't need to open if I die like Hassan Nasrallah, you know what I mean? Don't open it. So, soldier complaint score. So you will have a place where you can do rescue anybody you want that did something to you, you know what I mean? So basically, so on and on, you know what I mean? Research, energy commanders. So energy commanders, what they're gonna do is our body energy, our vehicles energy, our, so it's like that, something like that. So it's gonna take a long, long, long time to really explain it, you know what I mean? But let's go where I want to speak about very well, you know what I mean? Where I want to, like, skull, there is two type of skull. I'm thinking right now, I wrote down right now, but more than two types. There are more than two types, but there are two types right now. Right now there are two types, but there are more than two types, you know. So it's called trap skull, and there is command skull. You know what I mean? Trap skull collect information. Command skull leads the operation. So just to make it clear, you know what I mean? And there is more, you know what I mean? So I'll be involved in everything, you know what I mean? I'm the red skull, so I will be involved in trap, command. So basically sometimes you cannot do anything without my permission, you know what I mean? Sometimes you will not like, you know what I mean? So anyways, guys, that's all I want to say, and that's all I want to tell you. And always, always salute to the eagle, you know what I mean? Always salute to the eagle. See you in the next video, guys.